Hello, good evening, good Wednesday. I know it's late, but I think many people are still up. If you can see this video of me, please give your famous thumbs up, give your famous like on Facebook so that I know that you can see me. So tonight I will be talking about Musescore. And if you have watched my promo video, you will know that there are two very important key features that all music teachers must know. So give your like if you can see this. I can see some likes coming in. Thank you very much. So please share out this video to your friends, especially your music teacher friends. They wouldn't want to miss this. Okay, so I'm your host this evening, Cherylyn. I'm Cherylyn of Share the Music. If you haven't already, please click on my page name after this live session. Please click my page name, Share the Music, after this session to like and follow so that you will not miss any updates, Facebook Live updates or any event updates that is organized by me. Okay, so please, yes, thank you. I can see all the likes and there's quite a lot of you out there. So like I said earlier, tonight I'll be sharing two very important features of Musescore. Okay, give me a moment to bring up my screen so that you can see my presentation in a short while. So don't forget to give me your likes on this video. That helps a lot for this video to go out. Alright, let me share my screen. I think I will go full screen. Alright. So if you can see my screen, please give your likes. They are very, very important so that I know that you can see me and you can see my presentation. Otherwise, it'll be a waste of effort, it'll be a waste of your time. So please give a like if you can see this screen. So once again, thank you very much for tuning in. I will be speaking to you shortly about Musescore, and it has two very important features that all music teachers must know. Oh, I can see questions coming in already. Hi Hui Teng, hi Kingsley, thanks for coming in. I will answer your questions, okay? Yeah, thank you for tuning in. It's nice to see friends that I have not actually met in real life yet. You know, this MCO is giving us a lot of problem, or RMCO, as some would like. Oh, thank you, Hui Teng. Thank you for your compliment and thank you for responding. So tonight's topic is about Musescore. And actually, the answer is already in front of you. The two key features of Musescore is actually, it is a free music notation software and it has an app. So, without further ado, I will start my presentation and pose this question. Maybe some of you are thinking about it. Why Musescore? First of all, it is a free tool. Okay, if you're a teacher and you spend a lot of resources on your lesson material, you will be very happy. I think everybody will be happy. Anybody, teacher or not, you'll be happy if you can use something for free, right? That is very important. And most of all, if you're a music teacher and if you have not been using technology for your lessons, Musescore is a reason why you should be more tech savvy. Okay, so in the next 1 hour, I'll talk about it, like why. And thirdly, and I think this is also very important for music teachers, you want to have more engagement in your lessons. Whether or not it is online, if you're doing lessons online now, Okay, you want the engagement because it's so hard to teach across, wirelessly on the internet, on the screen. It's tough, okay? I have to admit it. Teaching online is not easy. It is a skill that we have to hone, and it's something that we have to practice, and we keep working on it. Okay? So if you are having trouble engaging your students online, Musescore is also a reason why you should use it. Okay, it's very good. So having said that, these three top reasons, it comes down to this: growth in your teaching career. Okay, growth in terms of you gaining a skill, you become more tech savvy, you know how to use more technology in your work for your lessons, and when it's all smooth, okay, and you use it more in your work, in your lessons, students will like it. Okay, your students will thank you for being more tech savvy. Parents also will thank you for being more tech savvy, because I can bet you not many people think that music teachers will use technology in their lessons. Okay, I think that's a very good selling point if you want to be a good and reputable music teacher. You want to be more than just the traditional music teacher. So as more and more people know about what you do in your lessons, it will indirectly help you grow, experience growth in your career, so you will, of course, earn more income. I think that's what everybody wants, okay, in this current situation now. So if you want to grow in your teaching career, please give me a thumbs up. I need to know. I need to know that you want this also. Okay? Everybody wants this. So it will be good if you give a thumbs up, so that I know that you want it too. Okay? I'll give you some time to respond to that. It will be nice to see the likes, so that I know what that you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to move on to my next point. I can see the likes coming in. Thank you very much. So what is Musescore? Okay, some people still have no idea what it is. Okay, you may have missed my opening. So Musescore is a free and open source software for writing music. In other words, it's a music notation software. If you have used Sibelius or Finale or maybe Flat.io or Noteflight, if I bring up all these names and you kind of know what it is, yeah, you would know that some of these names are also programs or softwares. They are all for music notation. Okay, it's like a processor, like Microsoft Word is a word processor. So think of Musescore as a music notation processor. Okay, it's a software. It's very user friendly. So I have a background in using Sibelius. It's a licensed professional software for music notation. So if you think that these professional software are too sophisticated for you and you have never used any of this software, Musescore is a good start for you. Okay, I have to say Musescore is a very, very good start. And it has very powerful features, functions. Okay, I cannot deny it. When after using Sibelius for a very long time, and then when I got to know about Musescore, I find that it's quite complete. Okay, as a music notation software, it's very complete. So I don't see why you as a music teacher should miss this, because it's free. Okay, it's free. It's out there for you. You should not miss it. Okay, so I got all this information from their website. The source is here. So moving on. So the top key features of Musescore, okay, is that there are 2 points which I mentioned in my promo video, and it's based on their 2 websites. So Musescore has 2 websites, musescore.org. So that website is the official website for the free software, and musescore.com is the community website, or in very simple terms, I call it a social media website. Okay, why? Because it has social media functions. It has certain features that makes it feel like it's a social media website like Facebook, Twitter, things like that. And of course, it has an app attached to it. So the Musescore app is available on Android and iOS. Okay, so I will talk a little bit more. I will talk more, okay, as we go on. I'll talk more about the software and the app and the key differences for these two. So moving on. Okay, so let me go to the first key feature, which is the official website. So this is musescore.org, O-R-G. When you go into the website, this is what you will see. Okay, you will see some tabs up here. The download tab, support tab, contribute, and activity. Okay, so in case you don't know what is open source, basically open source means that it is developed by a group of people. They are enthusiasts in this area, okay? Software developers, essentially. So Musescore being an open source software, it is being developed by, I believe, musicians also, okay? Because even if you're a software developer, you should at least have some music knowledge, music background to create such a software. Okay, so let's go on. So as you can see here, it says, you know, you can use it to create and play, print beautiful sheet music, and it's free for download. Like I mentioned earlier, it's free. So why Musescore? They have their reasons too. Okay, it's quite professional. It's completely free, no limitation. It's user friendly, open source, like I mentioned earlier. You can input notes via MIDI keyboard, but it's very limited, I have to say. And you can also transfer to and from other programs via XML or MIDI. So I'll get into that if I have time. It's free for download. So you can write, basically you can create all kinds of sheet music with Musescore. Anything that you can think of, from solo instruments to ensemble. Okay, and this is their latest edition of Musescore, and so on. Here's other information and also testimonials. So let's go to that download part. So generally, I believe most of you who are watching, you are probably using Windows or iOS. So if you have Windows PC or Mac, you can download for your respective operating systems. Just in case, you might have Linux also. Okay, Linux. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it is another operating software. Okay, some people might use it, so they have all these options. Okay, so as I can see here, the most stable version is this 3.4.2. okay, they do have a beta version for their 3.5. If you just want to, you know, use it well, stick to the stable version. So Kingsley, I hope I answer your question if you're still there. So are we good so far? Okay, if any of you are watching, feel free to type your questions in the comments. If all is good, give me your famous thumbs up, okay, so that I know you get me. Okay, very simple. If you're using Windows, just download for Windows. If you are using Mac, download the one for Mac. And if you're using other operating systems, yeah, just download the one that is suitable for your computer. Okay, so musescore.org, that is the website that you should download the free software. And in the support tab, you can see they have a handbook, they got forums, they got tutorials also. And if you would like to contribute, if you're a software developer, you know, this will be interesting for you. And if you feel that, you know, because Musescore is free, right? So if you feel like Musescore is so good and you would like the developer to keep up their good work, donate to them so that they are encouraged, they feel supported, and they feel like it's worth it to continue upkeeping this software. Because normally with open source, if the developers don't have enough funds, they will just, cease having these softwares, or they cease improving the software. So that's the downside of open source. Okay, it can be very tricky. Whereas with paid softwares, the licensed ones, so those are paid, so they will stick around for a while. Okay, and they are also constantly upgrading and developing the site. Okay, and also other activities here. Okay, so this is the .org part of the software's official website. Okay, take note of that. So the software, so how does it look like? In case some of you don't know how it looks like, I will open Musescore now. So if you can see the Musescore screen, please give a thumbs up so that I know you can see the screen. And I'll take a quick water break. If you can see the screen, please give a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is the Musescore interface. So typically when you open it, this is what you will see, and this is what you call, okay, the screen is a bit blur, perhaps it's in the internet connection. Give it some time if it's blur. Thank you for letting me know. So as I was saying, this is how the interface of Musescore looks like, and they have very simple taskbars up here. So here are the typical icons for new opening a new score, opening a folder, saving a file, saving to the cloud or the musescore.com, the cloud. You can print the view, page view, and some of these interesting functions here. Okay, and here of course are very recognizable by music teachers. You know that these are your rhythm values, the accidentals, and so on. And this left column here is what they call the palette, where you can control and you can also add important symbols that you want in your score. You can add ornaments, you can add different types of note heads, frames and meshes, clefs, you name it. Okay, so the primary feature of Musescore, like I mentioned earlier, it is a music notation software. So I will just quickly show you how you can notate. So I have already activated the note input, and you will see a blue box there. I'll just so you will see that my mouse, after activating the note input, I can click the notes. Okay, I'm going to turn on my speakers. So you can see that I can click around like that. I can also use keyboard shortcuts. So if you want to use this kind of software, it is good to know the shortcuts, because clicking around takes time, unless you are creating a very simple sheet music. Okay, so these are the the input things, and if I want to change time signature, I can just click and it will change, things like that. Okay, I want to change the key signature and things like that. And if I want to change the song title, I want to change the composer name. So a lot of things are actually editable here. Okay, that's why I say that it's very easy to use. You can also add lyrics, add chords, all the common symbols that you can think of, you can do on Musescore. So that is the key feature of Musescore. It's a music notation software. So the next thing I want to share with you is using Musescore as a practice tool. Okay, so I'm going to call up or bring up an existing file that I have. Okay, so this is an excerpt that I have here, and this is actually written for guitar. For some reason, I have it for guitar. Okay, maybe this is not a very good example. I will use another one. Give me a mo. Where is I'm looking for one particular file and it seems to be missing. Okay. Yes, this is what I want to bring up. Turkish March. So, if I want to use Musescore as a practice tool, it's actually very cool because it has this loop feature. So, for example, Turkish March score that we have here, and let's say I play this to my student, and my student is also learning about the Turkish March, and I want them to focus on a particular bar. Let's say they are, not so good at, okay, maybe this particular passage. I'll just pick this passage. Yeah, this passage is a perfect example, especially the left hand. So I want my student to focus on these two bars, for example. So, and maybe they're not good at counting. So I will turn on this loop button and you will see these flags that open up, that appears. And when you play it, to play this music at a much slower speed, okay, let me change this. Okay, Allegretto doesn't really change much. Okay, I think it will be more accurate if I can put the tempo. Yes, tempo. So let's say I want to put the tempo of 80. Okay, I think 80 is quite slow for Turkish March. So, and I want to play this on loop. Play. So, that's what I mean. Actually, if your student can't hear well at the original speed, so this loop tool will be very useful. You can listen to it repeatedly over and over. And I can show it to you that on the app, it works too. Okay, on the app, they also have this loop feature, and I'll show it later. So that's one thing about Musescore. And coming back to this, if you're conducting online lessons, and let's say you want to have a whiteboard, okay? I use Zoom for my lessons. Of course, they have a whiteboard already, they have annotation tools, but they don't have a music stuff whiteboard for you. So why don't you use Musescore as a whiteboard? So that you can talk about theory, you can talk about, rhythm composition or melodic composition. So it's fantastic, right? If you can do all that. You can even show your student some false examples, and you ask them to correct it, then you can teach them. Okay, for example, if I put this rhythm, what's happening? Because by right, because it has changed to 3/4 time. No wonder. So I will change this back to 4/4 time. Okay, I want to show an example here if you want to teach theory, okay? So let's say the next note I put is minim. And then I go back to crochet. So as teachers, we know that putting a minim on bit 2 and 3 is a no-no. So you can ask your students things like this, like, is it following the rules of the time signature? Is this correct? So how can we correct this? So you can, prompt your student with questions on this music stuff whiteboard and get them to correct it for you, so you can key in for them and say, oh, okay, if you want to put, a minim A on bit 2 and 3, we should actually change this to a Thai minim. Things like that. Oops. Okay. So, yeah. Oop, I don't want that. I want this. Yes. So, things like that. Okay, so you can use this as your whiteboard. So if you are very fluent in using Musescore, you can use it for this purpose, your whiteboard. Okay, and what else? You can also use it as a a software to create your lesson material. So here, I am already creating a lesson material here. Okay, but I'll show you another example of a lesson material that you can create. Okay, so I have here a sample of an exercise for rhythm lessons. It's about crotchets and beats, crotchets and quavers, sorry. So I have an instruction here, listen to the rhythm and clap what you hear during the silent bars. So I can turn on the metronome. Okay, all this software comes with the metronome, and they will hear the metronome at the beginning to give the cue for the time. And the idea is the students will imitate the rhythm by clapping or by singing. So this depends on you, the teacher. Have you already taught them how to recognize these symbols? If they haven't recognized it yet, you can just ask them to clap along or sing. And you can do this online. Okay, so I'll just play it to show you an example. Ta, 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 ta. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. So you can create these kind of exercises, and you create it once, you can use it multiple times. You don't have to worry about doing it over and over, and you can actually recreate the same file and modify it for other students if they have a specific learning curve. Okay, so this is an example of how you can use Musescore as a lesson material, and obviously, since you can create notation on it, you can also use it to create music theory worksheets, your own. So they have a camera capture here, which you can actually use to kind of like print screen, or you can capture this and you can save it as a picture. I will keep it on my desktop, save it. So how it will look like is like this. It will look like this. So I can save a picture of it. Okay, so and then you can use it in Microsoft Word to create your music sheet or your music theory, whatever is it that you want to create. So it has these kinds of tools that are very useful. So essentially, the software allows you to project audio visually. Okay, project music, project lesson material audio visually, and you can do it in Zoom in your online lesson. Like now, I am using Zoom. Yes, a question just came in. Lam Chong Weng. Yes, you can use it to create drum notation. Definitely. What I have created here is actually a percussion notation. So they do have a part for you, an instrument for you to. It's under unpitched. So yes, you can create. They have a drum set instrument. Okay, so you can create drum notation with this. So if you get more questions, or if you like the presentation so far, please give a thumbs up. You got questions, get them pouring in while I'm still here. Okay, because I will move on to the next section of this presentation. If you got more questions, I'll be willing to wait for a minute or so, and a chance for me to get a water break, or you can give me some feedback about what you think about this software so far. Thank you for the likes. I can see it. So if there are no more questions, I will move on, because this is the notation part, the notation software part of it. Okay, and of course there are many more things. It's all about your creativity, okay, as the music teacher, what you want to do with this. Okay, moving on, I would like to talk about the .com, musescore.com, which I mentioned earlier. It is a community website or a social media website for music sheets, and it is connected to their app, which is available on Android and iOS. Okay, so this is musescore.com. You can sign up for an account for free also. Okay, I have to say this. It is essentially free to be part of this community. And the dashboard. Okay, I'm going to show you the dashboard of this site. Yeah. So basically the dashboard will show you like a news feed kind of thing. Okay, just like Facebook, they have a news feed here. And at the top bar here, you can see a search bar. So you can search for sheet music. You can almost anything. Okay, if I want to look for Canon Indie, for example. And then you will see many Canon Indies, and they are written from all kinds of instruments. And these are all uploaded by other users on Musescore. So they could be teachers like you, or they could be music students as well, or anybody who's enthusiastic about music. Okay, they have music notation knowledge, so they want to share their creativity. They use this website. Okay, so you can search for sheet music, and on the left column here you will see they have filters. So their filter is quite sophisticated. There are many ways that you can filter the website. Let me zoom that in. So you can see you can sort the music sheet by the upload date, the comment count. So this is the social media part of it. People can comment on the music sheets, or even by relevance, and even view count, so that you know how many people has viewed it. And of course they have music sheets for ensembles and also solos here. So there's a very wide range of choices that you can, look around. And the numbers beside it are the number of sheet music available for that category. And they also have an instrument category as well. Okay, and you can also sort it by number of instruments in that sheet music. The status of the sheet music, is it public domain or is it original work? Are they licensed? Okay, so these are the filters that can help you search for sheet music. And you can browse, which is pretty much the same actually. So when you go into browse, you can see that these are the top hubs, meaning to say these are the popular areas of the community site. And in the community tab, the link, you will see discussions. So people talk about the maybe the software, or they are talking about some other things. Okay, it could be anything. This is like a forum. Okay, you couldn't really see the drum notation. In case there's a misunderstanding, I did not show you how to do the drum notation, but you had to look for drum sets, okay, in the program. So, all right. So, coming back to the sheet music, okay, and if you have already surfed the website musescore.com, you will realize they have this start free trial. Like I mentioned earlier, the community site is free. This website is free to have a membership on. The only reason why you will pay for a subscription is because certain sheet music on the website is paid. Okay, meaning to say they are licensed to be paid. Maybe the user who upload their sheet, they want to be paid for their hard work, so they put it up there, so that people don't just simply share it indiscriminately. Yeah. So for example, I go into Canon Indie, this sheet music, and you will see this. Okay, this is an example of what you will see in the site. You will see the sheet music, and you will see there are quite a number of tools here, simple tools that you can use. And on the right column, you will see some information about the sheet music. Like this sheet music is uploaded by Lemon Tart. You can download it, and you can see the view count and how many people has liked it. Or they favorite it. Actually, the heart button is to favorite it, and this chat icon is to show you how many people has commented on it. So you can download the sheet music from the website, and you can download it for Musescore, for the Musescore software. So meaning to say, when you download it, you can open it on your computer. You can also download it as a PDF. You can also download it as an XML. So if you're using Sibelius or any other music notation software, you can save it as an XML file and open it in those softwares. So basically, XML file is the universal file for music notation software. Just like audio files, MP3 is the universal file that you can open on any device. So same thing here for music notation. XML is the universal file for music notation softwares, and of course MIDI and MP3. So you can download quite a number of files, types of files. Okay, so there are some which are paid and you can't download. Okay, if you click download and then they ask you to pay to try a free trial, that means that particular score is premium. You will have to sign up for a premium account, pay the subscription, then you can have access to it. Okay, so let's see what you can do on the website. At the top here, I mentioned there are some functions you can use. This is the rewind button, and this is the play button. So I'll click play. So this runs on so that gives you a general idea of the play button. You notice that it highlights the bar that is being played. It doesn't highlight the beat. Okay, like in the software, it will actually follow the music. In the website, doesn't. It follows the bars only. And then here they have a loop. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, in the software, you can loop certain bars. So on the website, you can do the same thing. They have this loop icon here. And then you can put in like, okay, which bar, like maybe bar 3 to bar 5. And then you click set. Then you notice that bar 3 to bar 5 is highlighted, and then you click play. It's also a good tool if you have the app. Okay, this works on the app also, and you want to loop certain bars to listen, focus, so you can use this tool. Okay, but you can also adjust the speed. So for example, if it's too fast for you and you want to pay more close attention to those 3 bars, you can adjust it here at the top, this adjustment for the metronome speed. So it only has a few options. So I'll press play. It should play slightly slower. Yeah. So it's slower already. But it does sound a little distorted. Okay, I have to say this. Okay, they have a mixer here also. So you can choose. Okay, so let's say if the score has more than one instrument, you can actually adjust how loud or how soft you want for those particular instrument. Unfortunately, this is a premium feature, a pro feature. So if you want those adjustments, you have to pay for the premium membership. And if you want to transpose, you can, but you have to use it on their app. Okay, you can't use it on the website. And here they have a piano icon which you can use. So this piano icon basically is a visualizer. So when you press space to start or press this play button, have to say that this feature, this piano visualizer, is only available on the website. You can't on the app either. I don't think you can do it on the app. Later I'll show it to you if there is one on the app, but I think no. This is a feature only for the website. Okay, so this is a very interactive thing. You can actually show your students, and your students can see, oh, you know, this is the range of the music, these are the keys that are being used, and it's fun. You know, these are the type of things that kids like these days. Okay, and you can also turn on and off the effects. You can even do a tutorial. Okay, I'm not sure what the tutorial is. Perhaps there are specific scores that are for tutorial purposes. Okay, let's remove this. Okay, of course you can zoom in and out. You want to change the size, use it on the app. And of course you can go widescreen, full screen. You can see it full screen like this. Okay, so these are the few things that you can do on the website. Okay, and on the right column here, you will see like some information about the sheets, and you can leave comments. People leave their comments, they show their appreciation here. So if you got any questions about the website, please let me know. And if it's good so far, the presentation, give a thumbs up, because I will move on to the app part. Okay, if there are no questions, I will show you how the apps look like. And I will stop sharing from my computer, of course. So give me a moment to stop share. And I'm going to share from my computer. So has it been good so far, the presentation? I am accessing from I'm using my Zoom on the app iPad. Okay, so let me share screen. Thank you very much for the likes. Okay, I'm going to share my computer, start broadcast. Okay, I believe you can see my iPad screen now. If you can see my iPad screen, give a thumbs up. That will be most helpful. Okay, I'm going to thank you for the like so that I know you can see. So this is Musescore on the iPad. So the interface is pretty much the same like the website, the .com. So okay, I think I'll keep the landscape so you can see it larger. Okay, I see there's some lag. Alright, so pretty much it's the same as the website. You see, browse it according to instrument or ensemble. These are an even genre. Okay, and they show you the top scores of the week. What are the popular scores on the app? Okay, so I'll just tap into one of these scores just to show you. It looks exactly the same as the website actually on computer. So this is what I see, and I hope what you see as well. I hope you can see the score. So I'll press play, which is right at the middle at the bottom. as you can see, oops, okay. So as you can see, when you play the music, it actually follows the notes. Okay, so it will be something like the software. It actually follows every beat, every note. Whereas on the website, it doesn't. It only highlights the bar. So that's the downside, not so good part of the website. Okay, and what else? Okay, we have the mixer button up there. Let's tap on that. So you can see you can adjust the tempo. You can transpose. So let's transpose it maybe. Okay. So some features, like I mentioned earlier, you have to pay for it. So the transposition is not free. Pre-count, so that means the cue to start the music. Okay, you can do that. And metronome or not. So the metronome is also a premium feature. So the only free feature is changing the tempo and the pre-count. And you see up there they have a mixer as well. Let's see what we can do. So you can adjust the volume, but it is also a premium feature. So actually, right, the free part is only the tempo and the pre-count. So let's go back and let's see whether it plays slower and with a pre-count. So I'll rewind this and I'll play. Okay, I noticed that there's a lag. That's because of Zoom. Okay, let me try if I can do something about it. Disconnect the audio. Okay, let's try again. So the pre-count is only visual. I'm not going to fuss about the lagginess, but if you are to use this in real time, it will follow the music correctly. So I have a question here from Kingsley. If we get the Pro feature, are we paying once across all devices? Yes. Once you pay the premium, you can use it across all devices, on your computer and on your iPad, or even on your phone, your Android. Okay, so it's one for all, one account for all devices. They don't I can't, I think the word is cutthroat. You know, I know there are some softwares or some premium websites, you know, you can only use it, you have to pay it only for like a certain device and things like that. But for Musescore, no, the subscription is across all. Okay, it's for one account. So if you use your one account on multiple devices, it will work. Okay, at the bottom there, you will see the practice button. So let's see what is that about. I see a blank screen. Okay, so okay, I'm assuming that in practice mode you get to see the music sheet, and like this is large on the screen and you play along with it. So I think that's cool. If you upload something for your student or Musescore and they have iPad at home, they can actually practice along with the app. Okay, so let's give it a shot and see how it goes. There's the metronome in the practice mode. Okay, they have the metronome in the practice mode, so your student can practice along, and you can adjust the loudness and softness of the music. I think it's best if they use earphones too. Okay, let's see whether we can change tempo. Can we? Yes, we can. So in practice mode, you can adjust the metronome volume and the tempo. Okay, that's good actually. And the settings, transposition, can we transpose? Yes, we can transpose. So only in practice mode, you notice that or not? It's only for the practice mode. Okay, so what else we have here? Volume as well. So all the premium features that you wanted earlier that is not available on the main score is only available in the practice mode. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, in the upper right corner you see the three dots. If you tap on it, you can, because I already favorited this, so it's already in my favorite list. I can view the author's profile. I can save it to a songbook. It says here you can export to PDF. Let's see if we can. So if you want to export it as a PDF, you will have to pay the premium. Okay, not everything is free. You can also share the link of this sheet music, so you can share it on your WhatsApp, wherever. Okay, so that's the practice mode. Thank you, Mr. Lam, for watching. Please check back the video so that you know what I did at the end. Alright, thanks very much. Okay, so that's okay, and then there's a loop feature. So you can loop, you see, and I can adjust it. I can even adjust it half a bar. So that's interesting. Feature is also available on the app, so that is nice. So actually for the free version of the app, free features, actually it's not bad. It's not all bad news. Okay, so it really depends on you, the teacher, and how you plan on using this app and the software. Okay, so since there are so many sheet music, you can actually use it more than just a sheet music library. You can upload. So I want to talk about uploading uploading a sheet music. Okay, so let me go back to my computer, and I want to show you. Okay, so I have an XML file here, so I can actually open it in Musescore. I will show it here. Open, go to my desktop, open Olengzine. So this is a file that I created on my Sibelius actually. So yeah, you will notice something is some things are missing, but yeah, but basically this is how it looks like on my Sibelius also. So let's say I want to upload this to Musescore. Let's say I want to share it with my student. I use this as an exercise, and they can use it at home with their device. So you see here there's an upload button, upload to the cloud, which is the .com. So I select that, and then I will have to log in. Okay. Okay, so I forgot to log in. And I don't want the hassle. So basically, right, you can just upload this to musescore.com and it should appear on your profile. So it will appear on your app also when you use it. Okay, so that is the one feature of Musescore. So you can actually, if you are having offline lesson, you can also use this, no problem also. And then you can teach your student how they can practice with the app if they are old enough to use it. If you are teaching younger students and you want them to use this, you may, but make sure you partner with the parents. Make sure you get consent of the parents on how they will use it. Better still, if you can educate the parents on how to use the app, so that the parents are involved in their child's learning, they are committed to the whole process. and they can see that the effort that you're putting into this. Okay, so having said all that, okay, there are much more things that you can do with Musescore. And if you want to know, or if you missed the first part of my presentation, why you should use Musescore, it's free. It makes you look cool. You will become the most tech-savvy music teacher your student will ever know. And of course, it will drive engagement for your lessons, whether offline or online. If you missed the earlier part of my presentation, you can, watch it when this video replay link is available. You will understand why it will drive engagement. And most of all, it will help you grow in your teaching career. Not just a skill that you will have, but also to get more income. So when you use technology in your lessons, the students see it, the parents see it, they see that, wow, you are doing a lot for the lessons. And I can bet you, not many parents know that, music teachers are capable of using so much technology in their lessons. So, yeah, and that becomes a good thing, you see. Then people will talk about it. Okay, the parents will talk about it, they'll talk it to their friends, and then they'll end up recommending you to teach, other people. So this, why aren't you using Musescore, right? If you don't know this already. Okay, so that is why I'm sharing it with you. It's free. Okay, so if you want to know more, or you want to learn how to use Musescore fast, I have a Lucky 7 promo happening this week on Friday and Sunday. Okay, for this Lucky 7 promo, it is it's actually worth 160 ringgit. But because of this promotion, these two workshops that I'm going to run simultaneously, it will be worth 77 ringgit only. So on Friday and Sunday, I will run these two online workshops. The first session will be on Create Piano Sheet with free software, and the second one is about top 10 tools for online music teachers. So if you want to know immediately how to use Musescore for your lessons, you want to create music sheets and things like that, your material, how you can use it for your lessons, please sign up for this workshop. Okay, you wouldn't want to miss it, because I will give you a very hands-on experience on how to use the app and also the computer software. Okay, and I will provide workshop notes as well for both workshops, and the workshop notes comes with steps how to use it, and I also provide video links also, so that you can revise. And most of all, I will also provide you a certificate of professional learning, so that it shows that you have upskilled yourself as a music teacher. So to know how to sign up, you visit musicpreneur.asia/store/share the music. Okay, you shouldn't miss this. And if you are interested, please screenshot this so that you will not miss it. I will also share the link as well, okay, so that you will not miss it, how to go there. So this is how the website will look like. And to sign up for the Lucky 7 promo, this is what you will see. You will go to my store, and then you will click on this, the Lucky 7 promo, and then you select the dates. Okay, select the dates. It's running on this 31st and 2nd August. So on Friday the 31st, the Create Piano Sheet software, the Create Piano Sheet with free software, which is the Musescore one, is running at 10 a.m. And the second session is on top 10 tools for online music teachers, is running at 2 p.m. And each workshop is roughly 1.5 hours. And if you can't attend the Friday one, which by the way is a public holiday, you're a music teacher, you wouldn't want to miss this opportunity to upskill yourself during a holiday. I know you want to rest, but perhaps it's a good idea to upskill. And Sunday, if you feel like you want to take a break on Friday, fine. How about Sunday? You can attend on Sunday as well. And both sessions are in the afternoon. And I have a limited space for each day, 10 person per day. So please don't miss it. So if you want to book it, you just select the date, then you go to book now. Okay, you go to book now, and then the website will update, and you go to this shopping cart here at the upper right corner. Click on the shopping cart, and this right panel will come out. It's a bit slow, but basically you will have to check out. Okay, check out the cart, then you can register for this online workshop. So just to remind you what the workshop is all about, the Lucky 7 promo. 2 workshops for the price of 1, 77 ringgit only, happening this Friday and Sunday. I will provide workshop notes and also professional learning certificate, so that it shows that you have done extra learning, professional learning for yourself. Okay, so don't miss it. If you want to know how to use Musescore, and if you want to know more tools that you can use for your online lessons and offline lessons as well, I will provide you all the resources. So don't miss it. And I hope you like tonight's sharing. If you like it, please give a thumbs up and screenshot this so that you will not miss the registration. Okay, I will leave it there. So if there's no questions from the space there on Facebook, I will end my presentation here. Thank you very much for following all the way, and I hope to see you soon at my online workshops this coming weekend. And have a good night.